Welcome to Full Access. My name is Reginald Omar, and then we are here again. I started with the laughter because Tony K was making mistakes. Tony be the guy where he always know he gets the name of one editorial rights, but then he's been here for a hot minute. So I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues or one of my friends who happens to also be in the music industry, right? He has actually contributed like a large. He has actually contributed, has done his bit to this music industry. If you come like one of the current like music execs, then they mention that we're having a conversation, and then the conversation like was centered around emerging artists. Now we don't say upcoming artists anymore because that word or that name sort of rubs people off the wrong way. So it's emerging artists. Any artist that is coming up or that is up and coming is an emerging artist, right? We're having a conversation about emerging artists, and we were like, nah, Charlie, the emerging artists, like we have like a handful of emerging artists who are actually good with their sound. They are good with even like their aesthetic and everything. They are good. They are perfect. Most of them, or a handful of them, are even ready for the mass market or for like commercial music. But once we push emerging artists, it just shouldn't be one. It should be like 2, 3, or 4 people who should actually break free. But it happens to be that it's one, and then we realize that now these emerging artists don't collaborate enough. They just don't collaborate enough. And when I'm talking about collaboration, I'm not talking about collaboration in terms of you guys pulling up and then showing support for maybe someone's like pulling up on maybe an EP launch or maybe an album launch or something, or maybe an open mic, something that's one of you guys is headlining or something. Not that. Or maybe you retweeting and then you reposting something, you leaving comments and all of that. That is not the type of collaboration I'm talking about. You guys are emerging artists, so the type of collaboration I'm talking about basically is collaborating on a song, keeping it on wax. We don't see that enough from you guys. You guys have amazing talents, amazing sonics. Like you guys, like your sound palette and then like your appreciation for sonics, which is not like the ones we are used to. When I say the ones we are used to, like they're overly commercialized, like Afro beats and all of that we know. Like most definitely every single time there are new sounds that actually come, and new sounds mostly come with new artists, right? Sometimes it be on rare occasions where you see maybe an old artist trying to push a specific sound, like just what what Rema just did. But mostly the new artists where then they push like new sounds, and then they force like new aesthetic, new lifestyle, like new trends on people. But we don't see that from you guys. And when I say that we don't see that from you guys, like you guys do it like singularly, but in terms of collective, you people don't do it. Like now there are collectives who actually do their thing collectively. They try their best to feature other people, but it's not enough. Like I see a lot of you guys, like you guys are actually great, but in terms of collaboration, it's never enough, because the moment you collaborate, it's like a fusion of like multiple sounds or a fusion of different sounds coming together, right? And then you bring it out. Now, I realized this thing, like RDJ actually broke through proper last year, mainly because, we had already known, we've been known that like, Ara was actually championing high life, and then he was trying to do the high life thing and all of that. But he broke through proper when like Blacko collabed with him, and then the whole thing just went off, and people were like, Charlie, who be this guy? This guy be hard and all of that. But we've been known. We've known from time, right? But it can't just be Ara alone. It should be Ara and a couple of people. Like, you see Ara and then the boys, or you see the boys and then, let me take your minds back to like, let's say 8 years ago, when Lamem was coming up, when Kwesi was coming up, when like all these guys were coming up. They all came up around the same time. From let's say like 2016 to like 2018. Let me see, they came out like around the same time, right? Lamem was pushing a new sound. Like they were like the front runners of the alternative scene when they came to Ghana. Everything about them was different. Sonics, looks, even lyrics, even vibes, like a lot of everything about them was different. Everything about them was different, right? You realize one thing about them. Even though it was a collective, each and every single one of them they were doing collabs. One of the songs that I actually really like from Spacely is Digits featuring Kwesi Arthur. I really like that song so much because the marriage of them, like between the two of them, they coming together and then they doing that on the song was very crazy for me. And some of the things that Spacely was even doing on the song was very crazy for me. And then I go on Lamem, I listen to the links test, and I listen to the Lamem tape 1, and I listen to like the other tape. And Spacely is doing something different. So it gives me a different appreciation of Spacely's sound. And it makes me understand like, yeah, this guy in Sound Palace, he really, really wide. Then you see Darko on a song with probably an Omar Sterling or maybe an R2Bs. You see Darko on a song with someone else. You see Darko on a song with Kiddy. Like, then they give you like they're collabing with them. So like it's when like the light shines on just one person, or it be these people and then in people. They don't just mention one person and then like nobody did. But with us is when I say with us, I also form parts of you people because like they come up. We be emerging. We are all coming up. Even though like we've actually gained some ground, they come up. We've not really broke through yet. We like most of the things we do is just like singular. Everyone is just towing a certain line, but it's not supposed to be that. The time Sarkodie them they come up, bro. Every song you hear Sarkodie on, you probably hear D Crime on it. Every song you hear Sarkodie on is probably produced by Q Beats, and maybe D Crime or Stage A or Nana Boru is actually showing up in the music video doing something. Every during that time, from 2010 to like 2013, that time was crazy. The Tema era was crazy. It was very, very crazy. And then you hear those times too, the Skillion's boys, they also came up. Like they were all trying to push something. GH rap time, they were all trying to push something. The Skillions have a whole thing. You even hear School. It was from Bra Kevin Beats and then Lil Shaker. Look at what they were able to do on it. Look at what they did on it. It gives you a different appreciation of sounds. It gives you like a breath of fresh air, like, hey, Charlie, these people, they do this thing. I never know see people like this deal. But it's never, like right now, the narrative or the conversation is, I never know see this person day. It's supposed to be, I never know see people like this day. But it ends that you guys just like supporting each other like behind. It's like everyone is just towing their lane. Everyone is, like me too. I just do my own, make people to do them my own, make a support in ways I go feed do like for my house and all of that. But bro, like it is not enough. It is never enough. Before you go sit house, and then maybe when one of you guys actually go, before you go sit house and talk, say, oh Charlie, then this guy, then me down. But when chance come or when the time day where you for even collab or get into the studio and then do something, you may never know, maybe in a couple of years to come, maybe that song if you go even pick up right now and then you go. Because right now songs like, we make songs and then we put them up and then they're even timeless. Get in the studio, do the collaboration now, bro. Do the collaboration. Like, for me, I feel like some of those things, it just be fanful. You just toe your line and all of that. Like, bro, right now you get the access to almost all of these people. Do it now. Like sharpen each, like do that. Tap into your your micro like communities now. Grow with them. Because once you're able to tap into someone's like micro community right now, they'll take notice of you. Automatically, as they grow, they'll be like, oh yeah, Charlie, some other person be there, make me go check on the person. That is how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't have to stay boxed up in like one lane and then be doing your thing. That's actually good. But then if we are trying to push a new way, because to be very honest, right now, to be very honest, let me speak for myself. Me, I tired the Sarkodie, I tired the Shatawale, I tired the Stoneboy. Not that their music is not great. Their music is great. But then, bro, imagine you've been listening to Sarkodie for more than a decade. And the people who have actually come after Sarkodie, they've not been able to stand the test of time. Lamem has not been able to stand the test of time. Chrissy and then the boys he came with, they've not been able to stand the test of time. A couple of guys have also come, but then they've not been able to stand the test of time. Or like, whilst you people they collab and all of that, these be things or these be lessons you people say you go even learn from. Just to be able to navigate this whole like music thing, because bro, this thing is a cliff. And if you don't navigate it well, bro, like you go tank. Just get in the studio, just get in the studio. Asaka boys came. And we heard about Asaka. We had a different appreciation of what drill music was. I knew what drill music was from the Chicago time. So it went like before it went to the UK and then it came to Africa, which is Ghana, right? But Asaka boys actually did something. Those guys actually formed a community. It was you never see one and then leave the other. Even if it's one person's song, you see like the collective in it. From Sorry to, like, bro, you see them all cooked up in like one music video. Maybe even if like they're not even doing anything, maybe it's an ad lib or something. Like these people are actually collabing with each other. And till date, you see them still doing the same thing. And that is how come it started off as a joke to some people, but then right now we've accepted them. You find people speaking English or maybe chi backwards, which is you find people doing that. They force that new wave on people. You find people wanting to even go to Kumasi to go and see where these people, like the references these people put, you want to even go and see those places. You find these people actually playing shows in their hometown just by they starting something collectively. They have individual careers. They have like J-Bad is on his second, like just released a sophomore album. Reggie has released a couple of tapes. Okenneth last year released a tape with Slim Kid. Like they are actually doing individual stuff, but collectively, bro, stupendous. They are great. And they can actually host a show in their hometown and then go sell out, which like is tested and approved. They've done that. What is preventing you guys from not doing the same thing? I'm not saying you like, I'm just telling you guys just to get in the studio and then make music together. Push your sound, force your sound on people. This whole thing of, Charlie, I do my thing. Yeah, you go fit do your thing, but you also go fit do your thing with somebody. Do your thing for some time. Do your thing for like 80% and get in the studio with someone for like 20%. That way, people will even have like a proper appreciation of what the new sound is. To be very honest, if you ask the older generation what the new sound is or what the sound of now in Ghana is, they're not going to tell you because they're not even tapped in. Because you people know they even flood the scene. And you flooding the scene is by you collabing with each other. You making it known to people that like, yo, Charlie, this be what he do on right now, and this be what we do. It's not supposed to be, it not be anything you go hard, because at this point, people have access to each other. Your managers and then like all of them are friends with each other, bro. You guys have separate stuff that you are doing, but please try your best. Do something together. Make we force something on people, bro. Let's do something together, because back in Nigeria, 2017, 2018, around that time, I might get the dates like mistaken. But bro, Naira Marley forced the sound on people. He didn't stop there. Zlatan also came, forced the sound on people. Automatically, we even got a genre from it, which Zlatan was even calling it the Zanku genre, bro. We even got a dance from it. It started a whole new wave. And it didn't stop there. Other people, other collaborators were even joining in. And that is how come the whole thing even took shape. He even gave Afrobeats a different wing for some time. He gave Afrobeats a different wing for some time, bro. It took shape. Set people up and all of that. That is how the thing is supposed to be, bro. Because like, you know, if you tow your line just by yourself, you can do that, which is actually great. But right now, when you have the time and you have the space and you have the access, please get in the studio and do something together. Please. Because we just know if we sit here and then just champion one person. Alogy has broke through. He has broke through. Someone, you can actually argue that he hasn't broke through, but I'm saying that he has actually broke through. But it's not enough. When you see Alogy actually bursting into the scene proper with Bad Meals, with Free My Mind. But aside that, Alogy released a tape, which is actually cool. His tape was basically himself and all of that. They had a direction for the tape and all of that. But after the tape, what else? You know, they see Alogy, they feature any other person again. If it's not Bad Meals, it's not featuring anyone. Why is that? Other acts day where he be cool with and all of that. They're more like, I'm pretty sure they even have probably like sessions together and all of that. Why you people like, why don't we have stuff? Like, why we know they get stuff? Why? Bro, you people for like overload the thing for we want our ears inside. Make people see, yeah, right now we're in a castle. Into yeah. That is how it's supposed to be. And automatically people will begin to accept it. And once that acceptance is there, then that is it. We'll begin to give you guys access. Then go open the thing inside for you people, make you people come. And the thing will make level. And you go see, say, yeah, people also they pick up from there. That is how it's supposed to be, bro. Like, but you just doing your own thing, doing music by yourself, and then you wanting to stay in your lane, and then, bro, like, it's not enough, bro. Collab more now when you have the access. Collab more, bro. Force your sounds on people. Just do that, bro. Just tap into each other micro communities and all of that, bro. It's not supposed to be anything that's difficult right now when you have the time. Please, I beg you people, bro.